Hello and welcome back to my channel, and hello to anybody that's new watching me. Today I'm going to do another Christmas themed nail, and I'm using snow satin. Do you know what? I just looked at that. I literally just checked it before I took the lid off, and then 10 seconds later, dong, straight out my head. It is a metallic-y satin, I think, having just thrown it all over myself when I opened the lid. So I'm just going to put a fine wash of this on all of the nails. Now, like I say, I'm quite new to Glitterbels, so I'm not 100% sure of the ratios yet. I didn't put a clear layer down on these tips. I've just buffed over them because I wanted to see, well, does that make a difference? Does that help it, or not, as the case may be? So yeah, I'm just literally going over each tip in this white. I don't want it quite that sheer. Some of them I do want it that sheer, but other ones I don't, because we've got these to play with. Look at those. Some of those. And we've got some of that. And I even found some of these. I don't know about these yet. I haven't decided. We'll see how it comes along. But that's basically what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that on all of the nails, and I'll be back with you shortly. Sorry about that. My dad just walked in. Yeah, so basically my hubby has, he's broke Griselda. So I can't remove this thumbnail anymore. And I couldn't get all of the blue out of this tip because it kind of seeped under, which is quite annoying, really. So yeah, we're just gonna have to work with that, but I'm sorry, it's we'll get there. I'll get there. So I'm just putting it on a bit thicker on this nail just to try and cover this up a bit. I would say, yeah, just buffing the tips isn't enough. I think having a clear layer down before you put this powder on, because it is a sheer powder. Sheer, it's a metallic powder, so it's not a core powder, is what I mean. Then yeah, it would definitely flow better with a bit under there. Now I'm actually trying out Moyra's liquid today. I'm going to use Moyra's clear powder just to put these little bits in. I say I've got absolutely no clue what I'm doing with this set. Again, I just picked out some different things, went, ooh, that looks nice. What can we do with that then? And I'm just sat here giving it a go and see what we come up with, basically. That's my plan. Let's see if I can actually pick any of these up. Oh, we got one. Try and get you to sit down a little bit. Because if you don't, then I'm going to end up filing you off, which is not going to be good. And I'm going to get this. I'll pick a rubber. I'm going to pop a couple of those on like that. That was my plan. Oh, it's setting a little bit more now, so yeah, so Moyra definitely seems to set a lot quicker, which obviously I would expect it to do because it's not a slow setting powder. But I don't actually know what the time set is. Do you know what? I will probably ask Moyra and Fire and find out. They are super helpful. Any questions you've got about their products, they are always on hand to answer them, which is great. We like to be able to talk to people, How does your product work? So that's what I'm going to do for that one. What shall we do for the next? Okay, so for this thumb, I've decided I want to really, I want to use some of this lovely glitter. But I didn't want it a full glitter nail, so I'm kind of making like a bit of a glitter ombre on the end of this one, you know. Add a bit of shiny in the life. And also because there's still a little bit of blue at the end of that tip. Yeah, I've got no idea quite how I'm going to get this down or get that off. Yeah, I have a feeling that, you know, poor Griselda may have to be replaced. Yeah. Anywho, moving on, I am now on to, where am I? Oh, yes, I'm on the ring finger, and I decided I wanted to make some kind of little swooshy shapes on this now, using that glitter. So originally I thought maybe I could marble a bit of white and that together and it would make, you know, awesome fantasticness. It didn't. It made just a blobby splat, really, on the nail, which I had to wipe off. Yeah. But anywho, it meant I could try something else, and I didn't want all of the swooshies to go like the same direction necessarily. So I'm just picking up a little bugger of clear, dip it in the powder, which you can see there, and just, yeah, putting it where I want it, kind of. Hopefully. Possibly. Didn't quite want to play ball for me, this one. In fact, this whole set just didn't. Sometimes you sit at your table and it just flows fantastic and off you go. Today, it wasn't one of those days. Every single bit I did on this design, it fought back. It was a poopsicle. I did not enjoy this set. And for once, it wasn't the white that gave me the hassle. You know, the stars, they looked like they were stuck down and then the big one popped off. So I had to stick that one back down. We'll come to the joy of the index finger in a moment. And then, you know, just stupid things like I went to go and do all my crystals on the middle finger. I hadn't even filed the nails down and buffed them and anything. Yeah, and I was like, what the hell are you doing, Shona? What? So what I did after doing this finger, I kind of went and had another coffee. Yeah, I inhaled more coffee before continuing further, and in fact, by the time I got to doing some more crystally bits, I did manage to get through that okay. So for this one, you can see I'm using these little, I don't even know what to call them. I don't know what shape that is. Somebody please help me out. What the hell shape is that? And so I put a layer of clear down. The layer of clear I put down was way too thick. And because I was using the Naio actually for this, because it sets up in about 3 minutes. So I thought, I've got plenty of time. I can do this. No, I bloody well couldn't. Yeah, it just set on me way too quick. I could not get these things off. They didn't want to stick to my crystal picker-upper. Then they didn't want to get off my crystal picker-upper. It just, it was a frigging disaster trying to get it to do it. Now, I've used these before. You know, this is not a new product. But, you know, the first one ended up sitting on top of each other a little bit but by that point, but they'd set. I couldn't do anything about it. And I thought, it's never set this quick for me before. You know, I've normally had a bit of playtime with it. But last time I did do it straight onto the tip. So there was no product underneath. So, and I wasn't using the Moyra powder. So I don't know. Anywho, we are now on to crystal placement, and I didn't want something overly big for this because there's a lot going on in this design already. Sorry, but I did want a bit of something. You know, you got to have a bit of bling. And I've really wanted to use one of these AB raindrop crystals. Now what I've done, I've put that dead on the centre of the nail because that's the flattest part. So it didn't have any bits rising up or down, which is where you've got to put a crystal underneath it to try and stabilise it and to make sure you don't catch it off anything. But where I'd placed this was slap bang in the centre where it was flat. So I didn't need to do that to this. I'm obviously using my Chi gel again, which I love. And what I did do actually is I set this. I gave it a quick 30-second cure just to hold it before I came in with the top coat, because I didn't want it to go off on a wander. Because the way this day had gone and how everything else had happened on these nails, I just thought, you just know damn well it's going to do it to me. So yeah, I decided I wasn't taking any chances on that. And I decided to use some silver crystals on this because obviously we've got a bit of silver going on in this design, and I just thought instead of it all being AB, it just, makes it a little bit different. I've also discovered that tip is on the wonk, which doesn't help matters either. I've got a bit of Chi gel splurting out the sides, so I'm just coming in with a clean brush and I'm just tidying that bit up. We don't want it all chunky at the sides. We want a nice smooth transition. And then we're going to come along to my favourite part of any design. You know what's coming, don't you? It is top coat time. Look at this. Just appreciate this. I must say that finger does look a lot better than I thought it was going to. But I would say this white it's not a white. It's a really kind of off white colour. That actually ended up looking almost a little bit silvery or greyish almost. So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing because I didn't want a full on pop in your face, wow. But I didn't want a dull white either. Anywho, there you go. That's my set for today. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.